Welcome to another side deck discussion. We're going to be taking 5 cards from the metagame and talking about their interactions with the current format and why you should be exploring some of these options, because people love these tech updates and side deck things and things like that. So I definitely want to talk about the list that Konami had for the mid-round tech update as well. We'll probably do that later in the week as well, because that was pretty interesting. Alright guys, let's dig on into this round of 5 interesting side deck choices coming out of the UDS. It's probably going to be top 5. Some of these might be repeats, but that doesn't change their position in the formats. Number 1 is Eradicator Epidemic Virus. Whew. So imagine you're playing Danger Thunder, and you're like, today I just don't like anybody. So you're going to side in Eradicator Epidemic Virus. You're going to look straight in the eyes. You're going to tell that Sky Striker player, no! And you're going to win the game because you declare a spell. You did it. You can play Yu-Gi-Oh! That's what we call a blowout. The best part is, unless your opponent's got a Cosmic Cyclone or something on the end phase, that EEV's probably going to be safe. Oh, isn't Dingrisu 2600? EEV target. We did it. What else does EEV wreck? Altergeist. Trap. Ooh, blowout. Oh, my poor little heart. True Draco. Call spell. Blowout. Wow. Salamangreat. End phase. Call trap. Wipe out the traps. Well, wow. I don't know why we're citing an EV against Salamangreat, but okay. Sure. But here's what I'm getting with this format. EV is hitting multiple decks this format. It's 2,500 plus monsters that are dark. Easy. Snap your fingers, we got them. Alright, super easy to acquire in today's metagame setting. No problem whatsoever. So, I will say that it took us a little while, but now that we've checked Sky Striker a little bit more fair, and now that we don't feel so bad about just popping off a Dingrisu or something, seeing this card in side decks now doesn't shock me in the least. But, hey, being able to hit 2 matchups where it's relevant, that's all that matters. We really like to look for those multi-purposing cards, and that's what I see here with EEV. It's just a card that you flip, and you blow out 1 free matchup. So, kudos to EEV. Seeing you back in the metagame scares me. Maybe I should stop playing Sky Striker. Now, next up on this list, we have little Gnome material. So, Nomi kind of left a little bit, and was like, you guys don't need me anymore. There's no real purpose in my existence. Orcust has taken a back seat. Well, as players kind of started to discover and go, oh, hey, maybe Orcust isn't so dead. We kind of reached this position in the format that Gnome could come back. Now, interesting things about Gnome for usability for her. We have the situation where your opponent makes the Nightmare, the Cerberus, or the Phoenix. All right, obviously they don't point down. So if you combo stop them at that point, they're kind of stuck on this dead thing and they've used one of their Nightmares. Okay, so there's that. If you do it on the Mermaid, you probably just cost yourself the game because they still have an arrow pointing down. Things still do everything that they want. If you hit the Cerberus or the Phoenix, they stop them cold in their tracks. Now, that being said, you can also do it to Sky Striker, turn 1, when if they go into Kaina first, you can stop the Kaina. That way they can't rotate in the Kagari or the Shizuku. Or you can hit them on the Kagari so they can't go into the Shizuku. It's not so great in that matchup. I mean, it's still there to do things. It's just not in your best interest. And kind of the same thing with Thunder. I also don't recommend it in Thunder matchup. Depends what they stick up in the extra deck zone, depending on things. But still, it's just kind of a secondary feel for Orcust. Now, Lancia is good, don't get me wrong. But I saw Gnome in combination with Lancia a lot, and then I just saw pure Gnome inside decks. So I think the people were really liking Gnome. By the way, remember when everybody was like, Gnome is so bad, you can't use it after past turn 1. Well, when Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like a 2-turn game, that doesn't even matter. Like, what are we talking about, guys? Now, third on this list here is Prankathops. Now, or Mr. Dino Wrestler, Big King Cyber Dragon, the second Kun. Now, people, when I talk about this card, we have to understand that 2,600 Cyber Dragons are not good for the game. look where Cyber Dragon is now. At least he's got his own deck that he can be in. Dino Wrestler guy isn't even good in his own deck. Well, he's good in his own deck, but I guess his own deck would be double evolution pill dot deck and not actually Dino Wrestlers. But you have this card that says, all right, I can tribute myself as a quick effect. I can interrupt anything that my opponent is doing. I can go Chain Link 2, I can go Chain Link 3, I don't care. I'm 2600, by the way, so, I mean, good luck getting over me. The reason that this card is so good is because it fits our multi-purposing rule. But in multi-purposing in this sense is the card can get over something in battle and then pop something. So your value is 2 for 1 every single time. When a card says you can get 2 for 1 out of any dinner meal, oh, by the way, this card is good for Altergeist. You can pop their stupid field spell, Secret Village, so you don't have to worry about spells. You can try to bait out Orca stuff. You're 2600, by the way, so you can battle over something that's irrelevant right now. Okay, that's really good. Sky Strikers, 2600. They try to Widowmaker, you tribute, get something. 2 for 1 value, by the way. Free bait on cards. Quick effect, huge body. Prankatops is quite literally the insane definition of Yu-Gi-Oh card. Like, they did going second so good with this. Also the fact that you could multi-purpose it in the dinosaur deck on top of other things. It's good. Good job on card design. Prankatops is one of the things that we needed for the format, and now that it's here, it'd be a shame if the card got limited, honestly. But it's almost good enough to warrant it, honestly. Now, next up on this list is Mind Control. Now, last tech update, I talked about this. I said, all right, Japan brought this to our attention, and we were like, oh my gosh, Mind Control. I forgot about that card. Now, when I made the reference, we went back in time. What was it? A format or two ago, we were Sky Striker players everywhere. We're like, oh my god, the mirror. I can Mind Control, take your monster, and then I can link out with it. It was good in the mirror. And then we started to realize more and more that, hey, you know, maybe Mind Control, taking my opponent's Orcust Link monster, and then overlaying my Dingrisu on top of it for interruption. Maybe that's good. Or, what if I steal my opponent's Thunder Dragon Colossus? Oh, well, that turns off my opponent being able to deny me searchability, and I no longer have to deal with this. And then it only takes me 1 monster to start my Orcust combo. Well, howdy ho there, neighbor. Like, that seems pretty good. Using your opponent's cards against them is literally what Mind Control has become. And this card is going to be one of those cards like Effect Veiler that's going to come in and out of the format. It just so happens that Floodgate monsters are kind of the point that we are in the game right now. And just being able to force a negate from your opponent or turn your opponent's monster against them in a way that you were able to capitalize off of it. Sky Striker Mirror, you know, opponent's Orcust monster. It really depends on the matchup. Not too many people are doing the take your opponent's Galtea, make your own Dingrisu, but you can do that. And that's awesome that you can do that. So, my honest 2 cents here, very good side deck card. Continuing to go forward, I think we're going to see more of this, at least in this format. The way that we're going right now, pre-Fire Fist, yeah, this is what we're doing. So, buckle up, buckaroo. It's time. And last but not least on this list, in terms of spell and trap destruction, is going to be Cosmic Cyclone. So, at the beginning of this format, everybody was like, Cosmic Cyclone, it's great. It's the best thing that you could ever play. Then we kind of toned it down to the point where like, maybe this isn't so great. And then you play against every true Draco player in the room, you're like, oh, this is kind of good. You just Cosmic Cyclone away their card. Well, it doesn't trigger. The only downside is in time, you lose 1,000 life. Okay, cool. You know, like, if you're using it in time, it's bad. Also, against Sky Striker, hitting their multi-roll straight out of play, that is what it's like to true 5-gun, ladies and gentlemen. You have one of the best spot removal cards. And we did talk about there would be a time where Cosmic Cyclone would just come into the metagame and just be a force to be reckoned with. And this is one of those times. You know, Twin Twister is still full value. It's still going to continue to be one of the best. But if your deck can't afford to discard that card, then honestly the second best option right now is Cosmic Cyclone. Now, if you're a Sky Striker player and you don't want to play Cosmic, you can double down on MST. It also acts as a combo starter on the field spell. It doesn't come up as much as you think, but once again, it can come up. and in certain situations, it's kind of interesting. But if you're in a Sky Striker heavy area, probably consider Cosmic Cyclone, because it's just free spot removal on some of the broken cards. So, little things to consider like that. That wraps up this version of the tech update, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, thank you for watching. Of course, the metagame is a constantly evolving creature, and I will say, it's a yikes from me, dog, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Be weird like that some days. Alright guys, peace out, and remember, cite your EEVs and beat those Sky Striker players and Altergeist players. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a Truffle Shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.